the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield?
Because you are a very viable ally, and you are best girl. Simple.
You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain. Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me? Oh, I thought so. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other.
Perhaps you would say that's what soulmates do.
But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you.
You totally would.
No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother. I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Don't mention that to Lawrence, by the way. He never shuts up about that kind of thing.
Oh, I can imagine.
Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me. That's what I've done my whole life. Of course! I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations. I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you.
I do believe in you, and I do expect one thing, just to marry me at the end of the game.
You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
It all makes sense when Hilda puts it that way. I'm not saying her laziness is excused, but it makes sense that she doesn't want to disappoint anyone. I can totally understand that. Let me look if there are paralogs. There are no paralogs. So, we're not going to be battling this month, I guess. But we're not even at the end of stream yet, so this doesn't really count. I'm probably just not going to battle this month at all. We're definitely exploring first. I just realized that is... I knew this when I played the game for the first time, but that bell is the jingle of the Fire Emblem theme, and I love it.
Things have gotten a lot more interesting since we joined up with Judith, haven't they? Anyone who casually treats Claude like he's just some kid is not a person to be trifled with. I think Captain Gerald would have liked her. I hope someday I can be as strong, kind, and level-headed as her.
Yeah, you'll get there, don't worry.
If we can suppress this Murden, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Poor Petra, that must be rough for her.
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphnal blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be. You think so? Wow, thank you.
You're welcome, you deserve it.
So,
Can I level up? Give me some sword level up. Do want to save some time for motivation though as well. Where is Raphael? And Catherine is supposed to be here as well. There's Raphael.
Thanks to all that food from Judith, I'm full for once. I've got so much energy. Let me at that great bridge of Murden. I'll bust it down myself. Oh, but then how do we cross?
Oh, Raphael. I'm gonna focus on the motivation right now, I think. What we got? What we got? Give me this. Give me a net as well. I'm probably not gonna bother using Ash. I did want to spare his life because I gave my whole spiel about why. Oh, we got level A professor rank. Awesome. Yes, we in this. Oh wow, not much characters need motivation. I'm gonna just get Ignat's motivation up and that's it. I might just give him gifts, honestly, for Ignat's. Anyone else? Oh, Dorothea. Yeah, no, actually, I'll eat again. Ignat's and... probably one of these two. Probably Bernadetta. And that'll do it. And I'm gonna use the rest for faculty training. Oh, Catherine's around here. I don't know where she is. But we'll talk to Bernadetta while I'm here. At the dormitory.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out.
Sounds like you're learning. That's good.
That'd be awful. Just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
You know, I thought 5 years later you would be a lot more, you wouldn't be as shy. Oh well, I can dream. I thought she'd be a lot more social after 5 years. I still find it adorable though.
Professor,
What's up?
The Great Bridge of Murden isn't just a bridge. It has the features of a fortress. I believe it was built for military purposes by the first leader of the Adrestian Empire. In other words, it's even older than the monastery. So if we occupy the Great Bridge, we'll have to search it from top to bottom.
I'm on it. Give me some bow points. I'm just trying to get higher ranked with Byleth, I guess. Can I, how do I roster? I want to see Byleth's levels. So, for skills, there we go. Axe is E+. I want to get, everything is at least C. Yeah, that's totally fine. I don't mind having, I'll probably NG+ off this file. But having a lot of stuff at, be balanced at rank B and C is fine. Be honest.
Lady Rhea is in the Empire, isn't she? We should hurry up and find her. So many people in the monastery and nearby towns are worried. I want to ease their minds as soon as possible, Professor. Let's work together to find her.
Give me some of that.
There is.
A budding talent, nice.
I'll use the.
Is that a cat? I didn't mean to do that, actually. Let's just get these quests done.
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Seros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again.
I agree, it's great.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you do me a favor?
Oh, is this a battle?
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
You're
supply run is
smart.
pretty easy to get done. Had to oh, we had to battle, I guess. Just give me axe points, because I'm probably gonna start leveling up axe a bit with Byleth. I'm gonna give him a nice change of weapon. More trade secrets from I forgot her name. Anna. Yeah, Anna, that's her name. I almost said Annette.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Glad as I am that Judith told us. I wish we had known this 5 years ago. We spent all that time spread out over Fodlan, searching for the Archbishop and you. It was a mistake to abandon the monastery, to leave it in ruins. Now we're paying for that mistake.
Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. Where on earth is Catherine? Oh, she's up here. That makes a lot of sense.
Of course. I'd heard of the hero of Daphne, but that was the first time I've met her in person. She's the head of a prestigious noble family? Just like Claude. The Alliance nobility is so... odd. Kind of, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You won't find such big-hearted nobles elsewhere. Plus, Judith can drink with the best of them. A woman after my own heart.
Yeah, Judith reminds me a lot of Catherine in a lot of ways. Speaking of, we could talk to Judith. I am so down to talk to Judith. Maybe she'll tell us more stuff about Claude.
I don't know where he recruited that man, but Claude's got an eye for great talent.
You're telling me.
I'm talking about his retainer, Nardell. I've only spoken with him briefly, but he seems to have a fair amount of both brains and brawn, with the skills to match. But there's something about him I can't quite place, like I've somehow heard of him before.
Hello. Listen to this.
The Aramid River separates the Empire and Alliance. It's the largest river in Fodlan. Sometimes it'll flood when there's lots of rain, but at least the land gets some extra water.
5 years ago, when the Imperial Army attacked Garreg-Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphne's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
I see. If our plan succeeds, we'll arrive at the Great Bridge of Myrden unscathed. The important part is what happens next. We're evenly matched in terms of military power, more or less. So if we can just launch a surprise attack...
We have the advantage.
I wouldn't be so sure. That bridge is almost like a fortress. The defense there is rock solid. But that's why you're here, Teach. No matter the odds, you're the wild card we need to win.
I was trying to be positive. Also, I skipped a little too early with the text, but that's fine. Who did I not talk to? Do Lysithea right now?
Professor, I'm sure you know this already, but House Ordelia is aligned with the Empire. They face the Empire from across a river, similar to the Gloucesters. Even so, I refuse to yield to the Empire a second time. The Empire did unthinkable things to my family, and to me. The only option here is winning. Professor, you must promise we will overcome the Empire.
I promise, you have my word. We will end the Empire. We will end them, but I do want to hear Edelgard's thoughts before doing that, but we will definitely end them.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Myrden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago.
Yeah, I do remember.
It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
Me too, Annette. Me too.
Well...
I do not want to read the books of Saros, thank you.
Legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Aelel. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true? I think so too. I don't know if the goddess really destroyed the valley out of anger, but there are still so many things we don't understand in this world.
Yeah, tons of stuff.
battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Very frustrating indeed. What's up?
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me?
Not really.
It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
Please don't tell me about your last boyfriend.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Oh, good talk, good talk. What's up?
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we?
Unfortunately, yeah.
If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away?
I wouldn't blame you.
Really? If something happens, will you keep me safe?
Yeah, sure. As a friend, of course. I think Sedith is the last one to talk to, and then we have to head to the cathedral and we're done.
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
I wholeheartedly agree. I want to double check if we talked to everyone. Oh, we didn't talk to Cyril. He's down there. We'll do that now, and then we'll go to the cathedral, I guess. And I do want to go to the marketplace to see if we can update battalions.
Is it true Lady Rhea was dragged off by the Imperial army? I heard that was true. Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they?
I don't think so.
That's good. We just gotta beat the Imperial army and get her back, right? You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
I'll help her just to get some answers out of her. Not only to get answers out of her, but mostly to get answers out of her.
Hey, you.
Hey, Ash, it's been 5 years, and we saw you as the enemy. I want some explanations here. Explanations, words.
It's thanks to you that I'm here now.
I'm glad you appreciate it, and I'm glad I was able to save you.
I owe you, Professor. You saved my life. I swear I'll do all I can to repay that debt.
I'm looking forward to it.
Really? Judith is a wonderful person. So strong and confident as well. Looking upon her, I am sharply reminded of my mother.
Does she act similar?
Very much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
Poor Flane.